Trump has nominated Tulsi Gabbard to serve as his Director of National Intelligence. The Director of National Intelligence serves as the head of the intelligence community and is the principal advisor to the President. This may be hard to believe, but the spook networks have a code of ethics. One of their binding principles is to seek the truth, speak truth to power, and obtain, analyze, and provide intelligence objectively. Most of us have a good reason to have a jaundiced view of the enterprise.
Boy, what is it with you people? You think not getting caught in a lie is the same thing as telling the truth?
No. It's simple economics. Today it's oil, right? In 10 or 15 years, food, plutonium, and maybe even sooner. Now, what do you think the people are going to want us to do then?
Ask them.
Not now. Then. Ask them when they're running out. Ask them when there's no heat in their homes and they're cold. Ask them when their engines stop. Ask them when people who've never known hunger start going hungry. You want to know something? They won't want us to ask them. They'll just want us to get it for them.
Harry Truman created the CIA when he was the president and later came to have regrets. In 1963, he published an argument in the Washington Post that the CIA should be reined in. He observed that it is obvious that the president's performance in office is only as effective as the information he has and the information he gets. He also observed that the president has available to him all of the information gathered by the many intelligence agencies already in existence. He reports as a former president that at times the intelligence reports tended to be slanted to conform to established positions of a given department. This becomes confusing, and what's worse, such intelligence is of little use to a president in reaching the right decisions. He reports that he decided to set up a special organization charged with the collection of all intelligence reports without interpretations so as to guard against the chance of intelligence being used to influence the president. He recognizes that the CIA has diverted from its original assignment and has become operational and at times a policy-making arm of the government. In closing, he advocates that the CIA be restored to its original assignment as the intelligence arm of the president, because the way the CIA has been functioning is casting a shadow over our nation's historic position, and we need to correct this. The CIA obviously wasn't reorganized as President Truman suggested. However, after 9/11, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence was established. On paper, this office appears to serve the original intent of the legislation authorizing the CIA, to wit, providing the president with unvarnished intelligence. Tulsi has already earned 2 of the highest endorsements from the shadow government, as well as a barrage of slander from all of the mockingbirds.
She doesn't have any experience in intelligence matters. She has demonstrated repeatedly that she doesn't understand international affairs. She has been quoted as saying that effectively Putin was justified in having Russia invade Ukraine because there were secret American biological weapons laboratories in Ukraine. I mean, this is fantasyland stuff.
Clearly, Tulsi Gabbard has taken actions and made statements over the past several years that really raise serious questions about her common sense, her judgment, as well as her political sympathies. Cozying up to Putin as well as to meeting with Bashar Assad, I think really does show that she doesn't have the type of perspective that is needed for somebody who's going to head up these 18 intelligence agencies. And as Tom Nichols said, she doesn't have any qualifications. The Director of National Intelligence, that's a really serious position and a very complex and complicated one that requires somebody who actually has an understanding of the intelligence community. It's like an orchestra conductor of all the different agencies and departments that are involved in the intelligence process. And I don't think she understands even the instruments that are involved in this orchestra, nor has she had any experience at the strategic level of running and leading a large, complex organization. And the Director of National Intelligence is, according to legislation, the president's principal intelligence advisor, the person who is responsible for making sure that the president's daily brief is put together in a very sound and forthright manner, the person who puts together the budget and the priorities of the intelligence community. So I know that this appointment is sending shockwaves here in the United States, but also around the globe in terms of, is this really somebody who Donald Trump is going to entrust with the care and the leadership of the intelligence community an unserious pick for a serious position.
What this all means is that Trump has chosen Tulsi to be his most trusted advisor, which begs the question, is this because Trump has terrible judgment or because Tulsi is a very special person? I'm going with option B. Tulsi is a very special person and we must protect her.